This is Enoch the Bright TV. Viewers, I want to look at toxic relationship. And what is toxic relationship? Toxic relationship is a relationship where people don't trust each other. People don't support each other. Where people live in conflict. Where people live in competition. Where there is disrespect and there is no cohesiveness. That is a toxic relationship. And as I look at these viewers, I want you to know that everybody can be toxic. A woman can be toxic. A man can be toxic. But we always only focus on men and condemn men and accuse them of toxicity. And focusing only on the harm done by men and insecurities harbored by men is to ignore the broader systematic nature of the beast. And that is the architect of the news headlines we normally see, that a man has killed his wife and 4 children, like the one news headline we saw on 29th November 2021. Nobody in his senses can get up and kill his wife and children. There is always a problem. But the question is, are we always ready to look at the problem? Or we are only ready to condemn men who did this? In 2018, 18th July, we can remember in Likoni, Timbwani, when a man killed his wife, children, 2 children, and his mother-in-law. That was in Likoni, Timbwani. That was 2018, July 18th day. What is the cause of all this? And also we have seen where women are killing men in cold blood. And we know how it happens. We have to accept that there's a problem with our law. Women are becoming toxic, but men are not allowed to talk. And also, men who came ahead of us taught us wrong, that a man should not cry, a man should not complain, a man should not talk even when he's suffering. That is how we were brought up. And anybody who teaches a man not to cry, not to feel pain, to ignore pain, is wrong and should be condemned. We can see the result today of this teaching has made men brutal. Why? The woman has created a certain environment in the house that cannot accommodate anybody, but she expects this man to continue living there. And if this man talks, she threatens this man with the law. I'm taking you to FIDA. I'm taking you to the police. I'm going to report you where. I'm going to report you where. If you step out of this place, I'm going to do this. And if you go, you have to leave me this. You have to leave me that. You have to leave that. Many men cannot take that. I'm saying this. I'm a victim of toxic relationship. I was in a toxic marriage where I couldn't speak. Anything you say is wrong. Things are done wrong, you correct it, you are wrong. I decided to quit. But even after quitting, the lady decided not to give me peace. I'm saying this because I know this is what many men outside there are going through. And they are not ready to speak. They are not ready to come out to talk. Because they think that if they talk, the society is going to laugh at them. The society is going to take them as weakling people, which is the truth of the matter. That is how our society is rotten to the core. Society is seeing men as ghosts, as satans. Because we decided to ignore the beast in the house, now women are falling victim. Because when a man is pushed to the wall, he decides to do unthinkable. For example, my case, you leave someone peacefully. You said, okay, live your life. Let me go look for my own life. But this person still follows you, left and right, trying to provoke you, insulting you. But if you speak back, runs to the police. If you speak, runs to the children department. This is how men are suffering. And this is what is always leading men to commit such crimes and such offenses. We were brought up wrongly. I will teach my child and I teach my kid that man feels pain. And he should not stay somewhere enduring pain because he's a man. He has to speak out and say, I'm beaten by so-and-so. So-and-so stepped on my feet. So-and-so slapped me. And I'll be happy when I see my boy coming back home crying, shedding tears because the fellow kid has bullied him. That's the way to go. I have to teach my kid the reality about life, but not lies which you are brought up with. And our laws followed the lies which you are brought up with. That now, every wrong in the marriage is caused by a man. I'm not saying women are wrong. Women are causing this, men are causing this. I remember in Nakuru, there was a lady who was tired with the marriage, who was tired with the relationship. And she wanted to quit, but the man refused to let her go. What happened? The lady decided to kill this man so that she be free, so that she goes. Sometimes people decide, let what to happen to happen. If it is imprisonment, let me go be in prison. I'm sick and tired of this. When laws are wrong, we see what we are seeing in the country today. When laws are wrong, we see the disturbing news headlines of death in marriages. When laws are wrong, not only children suffer, the nation suffers. Men, I ask you to be ready, to be able to speak. When you see a man in his senses deciding to kill a woman, deciding to commit murder, we should not be silent on that. Nobody in his right senses can get up and kill somebody unless there is a problem. And that problem is ignored. And this person has tried to look for ways and means of getting out of this problem, but he can't get because the said laws are protecting the other person. The status quo has to change. We have to think deeply if we want to help in this country. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Let the conversation continue. Once again, I am Washington Enoka. I am a preacher and a teacher